الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ جعلنا البيت مثابة للناس وأمنا واتخذوا من مقام إبراهيم مصلى وعهدنا إلى إبراهيم وإسماعيل أن طهرا بيتي للطائفين والعاكفين والركع السجود صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayah 125. This ayah, connecting from the previous one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's an answer contained here in this ayah, that the Yahud, they said that the tawaf, the circumambulation or revolving yourself around, rotating around the Kaaba, the Hajj and everything, they said that those were only customs that did not have any basis in history or in the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here is answering that confusion, that thing raised by them. So inshallah we'll first read the translation and then go over the meaning. وَإِذْ جَعَلْنَا الْبَيْتَ مَثَابَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَأَمْنًا. When we made the house, جَعَلْنَا الْبَيْتَ, when we made the house, which means the Kaaba in Makkah, مَثَابَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَأَمْنًا. Mathaba basically means a place where you go and then come back, then which you come when you frequently go there, a frequented place. So you go there, you come back, then you want to go back there. You want to go back there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying this is Mathaba. We made the first property of Kaaba, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that we made it Mathaba, a place where people want to return to. Mathabatan linnas. Nas are people. Mathabatan linnas, a place which is frequented by people. Wa amna, and a place of peace. وَاتَّخِذُوا مِن مَقَامِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ مُصَلَّى. And this directive was given to the Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, that the Maqam Ibrahim, the station of Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Ummah, وَاتَّخِذُوا مِن مَقَامِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ مُصَلَّى. Make it a musalla, the station of Ibrahim, make it a place where you pray. وَعَهِدْنَا إِلَىٰ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْمَاعِيلَ أَن طَهِّرَا بَيْتِيَ لِلطَّائِفِينَ. وَعَهِدْنَا, we took oath, we gave the following directive to who? إِلَىٰ Ibrahim wa Ismail, to Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son Ismail alayhi salam, أَن طَهِّرَا بَيْتِيَ لِلطَّائِفِينَ وَالْعَاكِفِينَ وَالرُّكَّعِ السُّجُودِ. That you will purify, طَهِّرَا, you'll make it clean, you'll purify it, bayti, my house. أَن طَهِّرَا بَيْتِيَ لِلطَّائِفِينَ وَالْعَاكِفِينَ وَالرُّكَّعِ السُّجُودِ. The people who are going to circumambulate or make tawaf, ta'ifin, wal-akifin, those who stay in there and make i'tikaf, wal-rukka, the people who bow down or make ruku', and as-sujud, the people who prostrate themselves or make sajda. So this is the ayah today that we are inshallah going to read the meaning of. First thing that like I said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the people in general that this is a place which was basically constructed by Ibrahim alayhi salam, and his son helped him. So this is not something that does not have any basis in history or in the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, as we learned in last ayah, that he is well respected among all adyan, even among the Jewish people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that he is the one who established this, and this is the reason why he established this. There was 4 reasons Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned: ta'ifin, wal-akifin, wal-rukka' as-sujud. The people who are going to pray here, they are going to make tawaf here, and they are going to make i'tikaf here. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that the maintenance, the order of maintenance was also given to Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam. So there's a few things that Hazrat Mufassirin have noted under this ayah. Number 1 is that we gone through the meaning of mathaba. There's another word that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used, wa amna, place of peace. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it a place of peace, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden any fight within there, in the premise of the Kaaba, in the Haram. According to Ahnaf, if somebody does a fitna within those premises, within the Haram, then they can be punished there and then. Similarly, if somebody does something, commits a crime and takes protection in there, then the mazhab of Imam Abu Hanifa is that they should be forced out of there and then punished. So this is how things are run today as well. If somebody commits a crime and then tries to take protection there, they are pushed out from the haram, from the holy place, from the sacred place of peace, and then they are given the punishment. Anyway, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made Maqam Ibrahim is basically that place, the stone which Ibrahim alayhi salam was standing upon while constructing the Kaaba. So what is the construction of Kaaba? Hazrat Mufassirin have written that Kaaba was, the Baytullah was built by the angels even before Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam was set into this world. When Adam alayhi salam came, he constructed it, and when at the time of Nuh alayhi salam, there was a major destruction on the whole of earth. At that time, some ulama say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had lifted the Kaaba, and some say that it was destroyed. But when this ayah is talking about Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. So when Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam was ordered, we went over the history of this, that Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam was taken out of his place in Syria with his family, with his son and his wife, and they traveled, and they kept on traveling until Jibreel alayhi salam told them to descend to the place where the Kaaba is now, where the Haram is now, in Makkah. So these were the first people who populated, his family was the first people who populated that place in that time. There was nobody there. Now the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala came, and Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam went away, left his son and his wife there. Now as he was leaving, Mufassirin have written that as he was leaving, when he was out of the earshot of his wife and his son, he made this dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hazrat Mufassirin have quoted this in the Tafseer, in the meaning of this ayah, that Jibreel alayhi salam, the ayah, Ibrahim alayhi salam, the ayah that I also recite, وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ رَبِّ اجْعَلْ هَذَا الْبَلَدَ آمِنًا وَاجْنُبْنِي وَارْزُقْنِي وَبَنِيَّ أَن نَعْبُدَ الْأَصْنَامَ. So this is the meaning of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took the pact from Ibrahim and Ismail to keep the house clean. أَن طَهِّرَ بَيْتِي. So what is the meaning of tahara? Tahara is not only external cleanliness, but also internal cleanliness. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only wanted Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam and Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam to keep the house clean physically, keep it free of filth and impurification, but also keep it free of things of impurity that are not seen. For example, shirk. For example, kufr. For example, bughz. For example, hasad. For example, degrading each other, considering each other low, fighting, being angry. All of these things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted the house to be pure of. So as we know that Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he was given this command, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam was such a beautiful slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this Hazrat Mufassirin have written as well, that whenever a command is given to a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if that slave knows his Khaliq to some extent, he knows that I am not able to fulfill that command without the Khaliq, without the Creator doing it for myself, without the Creator letting me do it, helping me to do it. So this, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked him to keep the house clean, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam made what dua? قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ رَبِّ اجْعَلْ هَذَا الْبَلَدَ آمِنًا. Make this a place of peace. Why did he say that? Because he wanted, he had left his child there, he had left his wife there, and it was an order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well. It is a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that this will be a place of peace. وَجْنُبْنِي وَبَنِيَّ أَن نَعْبُدَ الْأَصْنَامَ. That safeguard myself and my offspring, my progeny, from committing shirk, from worshipping the slaves. An na'bud al-asnam, that they start making ibadah to asnam, or to idols, to Buddh. Sanam is Buddh. So to start worshipping idols. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being asked by Ibrahim alayhi salam, that you are asking me to purify this house, keep this house pure. Ibrahim alayhi salam in return asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that enable us to keep this house pure. And then the other prayers that Ibrahim alayhi salam made. And then whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَاتَّخِذُوا مِن مَقَامِ Ibrahim musalla, it is a sunnah to pray at that point where Ibrahim alayhi salam stood. In most riwayat it is said that that's the stone where Ibrahim alayhi salam was standing and his footprints are there. But some mufassirin have understood it as the whole haram, that this is Maqam Ibrahim, the whole haram is Maqam Ibrahim. But the general view is that it had that stone which has footprints. Now those footprints, because of the touching of people and coming into contact with most people, a lot of people, those footprints have lightened. But anyway, so when somebody makes tawaf, they are required, it is wajib. There's 2 rakat which are called wajib al-tawaf. They are wajib, necessary to pray those 2 rakat, but they don't have to be at that specific station. Among the Ahnaf, the ruling is that you can make it anywhere, because Hazrat Salama radiallahu anha, if I remember correct, or some other Sahabi, it is clearly mentioned about them that they made tawaf and then could not perform those 2 rakat, so they performed them even after leaving Makkah. So they have to be made, but sunnah is to make it close to the station of Ibrahim alayhi salam, Maqam Ibrahim, but you can make it anywhere. Anyway, and then these are the 4 things that are the highest ibadat when you are there in haram: making tawaf, making i'tikaf, and making salah. And from this ayah, Hazrat ulama have also written that since Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned ta'ifin first, tawaf is even more important and contains even more reward in the haram from nafil ibadat, nafil salah. Nafil salah, or the salah which is not obligatory, has a lower level in terms of reward compared to tawaf when you are in haram, when you are in haram in Makkah. These rules, keeping it pure, keeping the house of Allah clean, Hazrat Mufassirin have written that they also apply to all the masajid, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here is talking about that specific bayt, that specific house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said elsewhere that all the masajid are the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So all the masajid should be kept clean, kept safe from children who can make it impure, from the people who've lost their mind. They cannot take care of the respect of the masjid. It should be protected from them. Similarly, it should be protected from all physical and internal and unseeable impurity. For example, when we are coming to the masjid, we should make sure that we come in clean clothing. We do not come in a form which we become a reason for kirahiyat to others. So other people look at us, or other people smell us, or other people stand next to us and they shrug off. They feel like uncomfortable. We shouldn't come in a state. Similarly, of course, it is very obvious that we should keep the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pure from physical impurities like trash and other impure things. But also, all the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should also be kept pure from internal impurities, such as shirk and kufr, very obviously, but also having nifaq, having differences among each other, having ill will towards each other, and all those things and the implications of those things. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among the ones who uphold the respect of all the beaut of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Rabbil Alameen. اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة الدائمات في الدين والدنيا والآخرة. اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا. اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام، ومن توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان. سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. صلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.